Welcome to the American College Surgeons Bulletin, brief from the frontline surgeons' voices. And with me today is a return guest, Christian Shalgian, who of course is our director in Washington, D.C. Christian, welcome back.
Thanks, Dr. Wexner. Happy to be here.
Let's today focus on our upcoming April 3rd to 5th Advocacy Summit in Washington, D.C. And perhaps you could tell us for this coming year what to expect for the 3 days.
Absolutely. The goals of the conference this year are a little bit unique. We haven't been in Washington for the last couple of years because of the pandemic. And so this is an opportunity to be able to come back together, look at where the issues stand right now and kind of where we're at, and then take those messages to Capitol Hill. We really want legislators to hear from surgeons talking about these issues that affect surgeons and surgical patients. The goals of grassroots advocacy haven't changed in the last 2 years. The world has certainly changed a lot in the last 2 years, but it's still critically important that surgeons have their voices heard in order to protect patient access to care.
In order to have our voices protected, and of course, the reason to protect our voices is to protect our patients so that they have access to care. How can we do it this year during those 3 days? Do we have to come to Washington, D.C., or can we do it from our respective geographic locations?
So there's a couple of different options that people have to participate in the conference this year. We're doing it both in person in DC, and we're doing it safely with masks and distancing and the like, but we're also doing it virtually as well. So you can participate in the conference itself. The Advocacy Summit is on Monday, the 4th, in terms of you'll be able to get the entire conference of the Advocacy Summit on Monday, the 4th. Also encourage everybody to participate in the Leadership Conference that's happening on Sunday as well. The Advocacy Summit on Monday, the 4th, you can either be in person in Washington, D.C. Love to have you here. The opportunity for networking with colleagues and the like is really sort of one of the highlights to me of these conferences, and one that I've missed for the last couple of years. But if for whatever reason you can't come to D.C., we really encourage you to participate virtually. You'll be able to hear all the great speakers, the panels that we've got coming together, really some exciting topics. So you can do that either in person or virtually. If you come in person, we're going to end the conference on Monday at 3 o'clock and get you back to the airport and kind of get you out, because everybody is going to do congressional visits on Tuesday with their members of Congress and their staff virtually. The halls of Congress are still not open on a regular enough to be able to get everybody up there. So it's important that we get everybody home to their respective homes and be able to do their congressional visits virtually. We'll give you all the tools that you need to do that. We're scheduling the meetings.
During the congressional visits, we always try to emphasize a few points that are very germane to our patients. What are our main foci this year?
We've got a number of points that we really want to bring forward to this effort. One is on the Medicare payment issues and the broken Medicare payment system that is having sort of a detrimental effect on patient access to care. There are so many areas where the payment system is broken and Congress needs to step in to fix this. We've got talking points, we've got plans in place as to how to do this, but we need the surgeon voices to help bring those messages forward. So that's point number one. Point number two is on this issue of prior authorization and the challenges that surgeons face every day dealing with insurance companies and fighting for prior authorization issues. It's just mind-boggling to me. Quite frankly, I'd rather have my surgeon in the operating room. I'd rather have my surgeon talking to patients and helping patients than sitting on the phone with some insurance company that is putting them through the ringer for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We're fighting to get that rules changed to help fix that so things get better in that regard. We've got workforce issues that are important. We've got trauma care issues, cancer care issues. It's the 100th anniversary of the COT. It's the 100th anniversary of the COC. There's so much going on in Washington right now. We're going to bring all these issues to Capitol Hill and make sure that all the members of Congress and their staff know everything's going on in challenges that we're facing today.
I'm sure under your leadership and the collaborative leadership of Frank and Patrick and your entire staff in DC, it's going to be another successful advocacy summit, as will the leadership summit to which you alluded. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and everyone else there in Washington, DC for the Leadership and Advocacy Summit. Thanks again, Christian.
Thanks, Dr. Wexner. Talk to you soon.